Here I come. I should be coming back in now. Because I'm not planning on being on this long. Testing 1 2 1 2. I'm just trying to try this new channel. Yeah, here we go. All right, testing 1 2 1 2. I edit all out. Anyway, testing 1 2 1 2. You can hear me now? All right. Listen, I just want to bring this in. I see y'all. I see everything dropping now. People dropping. They don't have that much patience, but that's cool. Anyway, I thank you for joining me. Like I said, this is breaking news. I just want to bring up real fast that when I was telling y'all about the devil, I mean, the devil is real. Nah, it doesn't matter if the people drop or not, because everybody is not willing to hear. That's why a lot of people are sheep. But I just want to show you the devil before we get into, because it's something that Steve Harvey had replied back to Dr. Umar Johnson. It was something that Steve Harvey had said. And these people don't care nothing about you. Nothing. But you keep paying attention. You keep following these people. You keep doing what these people tell you to do. And he's going to literally tell you about you. Only thing he care about is the agenda of the Divine Nine and a woman ruling. That's all he said. I mean, I'm going to play it, and it's going to be his own words. He's not worried about rather if you can gain something for your vote. He just wants you to follow lead, shut your mouth, and vote. So without no further ado, I'm not going to hold it because I know I was having technical difficulties. This is a whole new platform for me right here. So without no further ado, let's get into this man's words. All right, let's get into Steve Harvey's words. And I want y'all to pay close attention to this brother. Because this brother right here pretty much told y'all what it is and what it ain't. And you the ain't. And his is the is. If you know Bob, you can tag him in. I know my platform might be a little ant to his. But I promise you that. Right? So let's get into it. I want y'all to pay attention. I want y'all to really pay attention to what Dr. Umar Johnson saying, what Steve Harvey saying. Then I'm gonna show you one more video and we're gonna be out. And y'all, I'm gonna let you say what you're gonna say, and then we're gonna be out. Let's go. Sharing it. Unable to access. Ensure. Granted all necessary. Yeah. See something here. Okay, here we go. I don't know why this slow. All right, here we go. It should be coming in now. All right, here we go.
Umar John covered the past video with him talking about Steve Harvey and Ricky Smiley and not liking them black folks for not giving blind support to Kamala Harris. All right. Now, once this is response, we'll come back with some commentary and all that good stuff. Check this out right here.
President Kamala Harris, and went on to say that he believes other celebrities are being to support Vice President bid for the White House. Umar specifically called you out, Steve. He called out Ricky Smiley. He claimed that both of you were paid to support Kamala Harris's campaign. Here's what he said.
But if we want to be honest, Steve Harvey and Ricky Smiley, and I love you both. No hate to my big brothers. But if we're going to be honest, Ricky Smiley and Steve Harvey, y'all only carried on because y'all got paid to. We see. I'm trying to understand what King Kong is talking about. Y'all carried on because y'all got paid to carry on. Kamala Harris and the Democratic Mansion is paying you celebrities, paying you to shame black people into voting. Y'all know we not going to get no. Y'all not going to get the not that vote. Y'all know we not going to get nothing to vote. They being paid. Y'all being bought. They offer me $10K for an interview with Kamala Harris. I don't want your money, but we can definitely do the interview.
Well, first of all, we're going to have.
Now, I want y'all to pay attention real quick what Steve Harvey said. I mean, what Dr. Umar said. He said, they're being paid, man. They being paid. They being paid, family. Okay? He said they offer him 10 grand. They offer Umar 10 grand. Okay? Now I want y'all to pay attention to this. And Dr. Umar Johnson say, be honest. Be honest and open that you being paid. All right? Now let's listen to Steve Harvey think. Now I want you to really pay attention to what Steve Harvey is about to say. And I'm going to show you that they've been casting spells on you all this time. And most of you didn't even know that you was being, that y'all, those who listen to these brothers, this brother and Ricky Smiley and D.L. Hughley and all these other people like Roland Martin, they've been casting spells on y'all. And you didn't even know it, but I'm going to show it to you. Like I told you, the devil need you. He need your energy because he's dead. I've been telling y'all that. Let's go.
Her again, or how many other times does he did to get her into office? Furthermore, let me say something. Man, I absolutely love some of you say. I really do, man. Some of them I don't always agree with, but everybody got everything I say. But let me clear the air on something.
Please.
You can hire Steve Harvey $10,000, dude.
Yes, thanks.
Steve trying to joke said, well, you can't hire me for $10,000 to do nothing. But that ain't what Dr. Umar say. Dr. Umar say they offer him 10 grand. They offer him 10 grand. They didn't offer, he didn't say they offer you 10 grand. Okay? He's being honest at what they offered him. But see, Steve trying to dunk on him, say, oh, you can't hire me for 10 grand. Okay, cool. Let's keep riding.
Let me just A that out the way.
And B.
Oh, where you got that wrong? But you can't offer Steve Harvey $10,000 $10,000 to do nothing. You can go through the industry and ask about
That. Hey.
Let me tell you. Omar, let me tell you something. And there ain't no hate here at all. I'm like, listen, man, I don't
He said he
I
loved
don't
you too.
do nothing. Nothing. For $10,000. No. Don't even insult. Don't insult the brand that I want this country to be in hands as opposed to Donald Trump's hands. That's what I do. Now,
Now notice he want the country to be in her hands and not Donald Trump's hands. Now I want to ask you a serious question. Do you agree with the open borders? Do you agree with the inflation? High food prices, high insurance? Do you agree with that? But this what this man just said. He want to put everything in her hands. Notice what they're doing. They're giving the illegals what? Money that they'll never give you. Food stamps that they'll never give you. I'm talking about the amount. Free housing vouchers for rent and to own a house that they'll never give you. But this man said he would rather for the country to be in her hands than Donald Trump's hands. Now, here we go. Let's keep riding. Let's keep cooking. Here we go.
and Ricky Smiley happen to be on the same page. The Q's now. So it's DLU. And Q's kind of run airways of Black Radio.
I want you to hear that. Q's kind of run Black radio. Now, family, if the Q's don't believe in the same God as you, then what are they pushing across the airwaves to you? Did not the Bible says that Satan is the prince of the air? That's right. And he said the Q's control the Black radio airwaves. That's your Roland Martins, D.L. Hughley, Steve Harvey, Ricky Smiley. That was even during the time Tom Joyner. I mean, I could go down the list. My point is, why do you think you're doing and thinking the way you think? And many of you listen to this person. Go ahead. Yeah, right in.
I was saying, because if you continue to hear something enough times, you'll begin to believe it if you're not aware of what's being said or why it's being said.
Okay. Let's hear him again. Let's hear him again.
Country to in her hands as opposed to Donald Trump's hands. That's why I do it. Now, me and Ricky Smiley happen to be same hate. Now we Q's now, D.L. Hughley. And Q's kind of run the airways of Black radio.
Okay. All right.
The Q's running the airways of Black radio.
All right, Purple.
but we also understand what's at stake here. So
So he's telling you that they're airwaves. Okay? So they're pushing out a curse. Now let's listen to the curse now. I want y'all to hear the curse that he's pushing. Let's go.
I haven't received a single dollar from anybody to do what I do. And I'm doing glad.
Yes.
I'm going to
Love her.
freely have her on here again and again. I am going to freely ask soft-ass questions. I'm going to freely lob basketball so she can slam dunk all these questions. Yeah. I'm going to freely sit here and agree. So the black folk for sale.
Now listen to what he's saying. He's going to freely lob soft questions to her. So family, let me ask you a question. Do that sound like he's concerned about immigration coming to your community?
No.
Do that sound like he's concerned about you struggling with inflation?
No.
Do that sound like he's concerned about you probably can't hardly buy gas?
No.
What that sound like to you?
That he don't give a doggone about anybody but himself and his people.
But we keep listening to these fools. We keep listening to them. And he said he gonna throw up lobs and lobs to her so she can slam dunk. So now if she slam dunk, but she never answers your questions about why they allowing these people to come into your neighborhoods and why they allowing these people to take taxpayers' money. See, these people don't care because, see, guess what? They rich. Steve Harvey got a ranch in Texas. Texas, Alabama, someplace, but he got a ranch. Ricky Smiley got a mansion. You think they care about you?
No. So Troy said he's not in the community anymore.
But he's telling you, he's trying to direct you to where you need to go and what you need to do. But now watch this. Let me rewind. Let me rewind just an inch. And I'm gonna let him cook. I'm gonna let him cook. Watch.
Freely sit here and agree. So the black vote is not for sale. It's a very important block of votes.
Yeah.
That can control the outcome of
Told
this.
you they don't have no power unless you give it to them. He said the black vote is not for sale, but it determines the outcome of the election. Malcolm X said that. So why is he, if the black vote has the potential of putting someone in the White House, why are you not offering it? Why are you not going after her to gain something for your people?
Because they know they need the so-called black vote in order to seal the deal, but they know how much leverage we have, but we don't know ourselves. Or if we don't know, we don't care because we feel that, it eventually happened for us. So we're becoming pessimistic and just trying to wait to see what's going to happen.
But what did he say? But what did he say last time when he was sitting down with her? He said, you got the vote now to be able to ask for something next time.
But how long have we been asking for something? And how many times have we been getting shut down? So it's almost like they're getting people who has some kind of influence in the black community to keep our people asleep. It's like they're fanning a whole bunch of nothing, but we're believing it because we're not thinking like, well, wait a minute. How come everybody else is benefiting but us?
That's right. That's right. Now, let me let him play again. Just real inch back a little bit. That's right.
Yeah.
That can control the outcome of the election. And if
That's
I
right.
have my way, if it is within God's will, she would be the president of the United States because the alternative simply to run for president is Kamala Harris, Madam Vice President Kamala Harris
For the
or Donald
Democrats.
Trump.
Now, notice he said, if it's God's will. What God is he talking about? Anybody ever challenge him on God? Because when did God ever said he want a woman to rule a man? See, they put God right in front of you. And then they'll tell you, oh, see, if it's God's will, he will have the outcome to be. Why would a man vote for a woman to rule him? And then they will bring up, I heard this preacher said today, he brought up Deborah or Deborah. But the question is, who raised up Deborah? Because I'm going to go into Deborah this Friday. Who raised up Deborah or Deborah? Who raised her up?
You know, and that's how they get us. And I could take it back some years before and even recently until I really started listening and hearing some things you've been bringing out about Ricky Smiley and Steve Harvey. Because I tell you how Steve Harvey gets people, and I've spoken to people who's probably listened to him. When his closing thing on a lot of his shows is like, talk to God, he'd like to hear from you. So you're thinking that he's talking about the creator because he has a gift of gab. And if you're not careful, you would think the words that he's speaking are for people like us when it's really not. So it's almost like you have to be very careful how they say certain things and the way they say it, because you think that they have your best interests at heart, but they really don't. So I like how you brought out about what God is he referring to.
What God is he referring to?
And we don't ask that question because we think even with celebrities that's accepting awards and these rappers and singers, they're like, I want to thank God. But what God are they actually thanking? That's the question we need to be asking.
But we refuse to ask that question because we done got trapped into the entertainment. We done got trapped into the gift of gab. We done got trapped into all these other things that they display before us, and so they done pushed out their God, the power of their God. And I'm gonna get into that part this week. When Jesus came from out of the wilderness, he came out with power. And the thing is, we got to understand, where did that power come from? But go ahead, what you got?
I was gonna say, y'all remember David Copperfield?
Yeah, it's
an illusion.
It's an illusion.
It's an illusion. We've been caught up in this illusion, thinking that these people in position and in power has our best interest. But if they did, now I'll grant it. I'll say I can't put everybody in that bucket because I don't know. Maybe there is one out of a trillion or whatever you want to say. But the thing is that look how long it's been. And we're still in the same condition. We're still in the same boat. There's been no progression. So are they really out there for the so-called underdog, or are they out there for themselves?
No, according to Malcolm X, they're out there for themselves. And that's why we have done decreased in living. We haven't increased, we decreased. We own the land. And the land has now been taken from us. And now we're buying houses and we paying property taxes on houses that when we supposed to be owning the land. And it's like, when you ask a person, hey, have you did your lineage of your background? No, I don't think that's important. Why is that not important?
Because they tell you that you're from Africa and you believe it, so you feel like the buck stops there. So
that's right. So what Ricky Smiley, what I don't care, they both the same. What Steve Harvey say, let's go.
Kamala Harris
For the
or Trump. That's so I don't know. Oh. And if somebody offered you 10, you should have taken it. But nobody offered me nothing. But don't insult me 10,000. Michael. Michael.
The amount of helping to you.
Yes. I mean, really.
Brand.
And they could take that campaign money and put it in other cause, like buying ad stuff like
Yeah.
Eat that ad. Right.
Free. Go vote for Kamala Harris.
No.
Do it for free.
Kamala Harris, right now, please vote. The black vote is not for sale,
It is not. Oh, we
but
love
it is
her.
very, very viable. It really is important, and that's why everybody wanted, man.
That's right.
And because let me
That's
you
right.
look at just look at the last presidential election when they got down to Michigan, Wisconsin.
If the black vote ain't for sale, then why he's trying to egg us onto one side instead of trying to get us to gain something from it? Why is that? Here's the last video, family, and I'm gonna turn it out. Who knows Dyson? Supposed to be a professor, and he's with you.
I thought one time he had his own radio show or some kind of commentation.
He probably did.
It was a while ago.
But I'm just gonna show a beginning of a video, and then I'm gonna show an end of a video, and I'm gonna give you the last word, and we're gonna rock out. Oh boy. All right, you hear me? You don't need to do that because it's a computer. Hello, testing, 1, 2. Y'all hear me? I'm about to close it out. Yeah, this is it. I'm not showing this whole video. It's just something I wanted y'all to hear. But these people be actually pushing across the airwaves to you. It's just a couple of minutes. I'm seeing if it's going to allow me to do it. I got to work. Here it comes. It's supposed to be the new thing for StreamYard. Yeah, they gonna hit my mouth tonight. Wait, go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and close it out because it's not letting me do it. Now you came back. Go ahead.
Just because they say that they represent the so-called black people, you know, what's their true agenda? Because it's got to be a reason why we're not prospering as a people. I mean, we know that because a lot of times we're so against one another because we can't see what's right in front of us because we're believing how they used to say back in the day, don't believe the hype, where we are believing a lot of hype that we don't need to be believing. So we just have to just really, do our due diligence and try to break through some of these barriers if we possibly can.
All right, I appreciate y'all joining me. This was a test run. But the Steve Harvey thing is for real. They telling you that that your vote is not for sale, but they want to sway you one way to a side that they know you're not getting anything for it. And that's the bad part. They're bringing these people across from other countries from around the world, and they throwing them into your community. And see, they don't have to live with these people, but you do. See, they don't have to work with these people, but you do. And they're bringing these gangs in from different other places. And Steve Harvey and them just want you to vote her in for some kind of symbol. But family, my last words is, it's time for the Negro to get up and stand up. Get that checkerboard and that chess game off your back. And you become not the pawn, but you become the king. You become the rook and you become the knight. And that's what we have to start becoming. We have to be the ones that make the move, because they're not going to make the move for you. And this is what we have to. These people are playing fool, and they're looking at us as if we're stupid. Not going to tell you that they got paid, because he got paid. What he told, how did he double out? He double talked himself. He saying it costs money for him to cut this mic on every day. So how much money you thought it cost him when he sat in front of Kamala Harris to ask her those questions?
A lot.
And we got to stop being stupid. They telling you the false gods control the airways for the black community. And if you don't think that's a mouthful, try to pray and see if your prayers are being heard. Because if our prayers are being heard, then why we are in this position. And last thing I'm gonna say, the thing y'all say is, well, everybody has a choice. You're right, everybody do have a choice. Let me ask you a question, and I want you to ponder on this. Is there such thing as energy?
Of course.
How do energy affect you?
Affects you in a big way. We're energy beings.
So if energy affects you, and I was listening to a podcast today, and they was talking about hip hop and rap music. And one brother say a drug dealer that's selling dope in the community is just as worse as a rapper that's selling the gangster music, the sex music. You see? All the degradation. He said those the same one. He said that you physically. The other one affects you mentally. He said, so which one is worse? Which one is worse, family? And we have to pay attention. Put that on your plate. Am I gonna listen to who got it? Or am I gonna listen to a person who's striving with me? Because they want you to do something that you ain't gonna benefit from. So family, why don't we just pull away from the table and let these people come to us? Last words, and I'm closing out. What you got? Because this is what they want you to do. They want you to follow what they say, and they vibration and energy. Yeah, they'll lead you to the bag, but you ain't gonna get nothing. All they're gonna do is play oldies for you. Ricky Smiley gonna play the rap for you. they gonna interview these people, and then what they gonna tell you? You know, they give you a ticket to a free concert. That's all you get. So without no further ado, I'm gonna go ahead on this. Is a testament. What you got to say?
Yeah, I'll just leave everybody with this scripture from Joshua 24:15. It says, "And if it seem evil unto you to serve the Creator, choose you this day whom ye serve, whether the gods which your fathers served that were on the other side of the flood, or gods of the Amorites, whose land ye dwell. But as for me and my house, we will serve the Creator."
So this is a test run. I'm getting everything kind of pumped up. And the stream, we're going to be pushing a little faster than what we have been doing. Till then, thank you for joining me, Jacob, on the new channel. And I'll be on this channel and be giving you news. All right, this will be breaking news channel, and StreamYard will be the lesson channel. So thank you for joining me. Peace.